Are you trying to figure out how to do your deep belly breathing with your functional activities like sitting and standing and walking? Well, today we are going to start making that progression. So we've been working on deep belly breathing, diaphragmatic breathing, which is how we want you functioning in life. It's going to decrease your neck pain. It's going to decrease your headaches and migraines. It's going to help stimulate your vagus nerve. It's going to improve your oxygen flow. It's going to, in general, make you feel a lot better. And that is really, really important. We've been practicing these in different positions because they're safer and it's easier for our body to learn how to do them. So now it's time to put it in a functional position. And we're going to start with sitting, because at least when we're sitting, we don't have to worry about what the legs are doing. Now, from this, you can take this progression and you can do this in standing, and you can do this while you're walking. You'll probably want to do it in your own home though, because it's going to look a little funny if you're out on the street. Like, you know, people will be looking weird at you, like, why are you walking that way and stuff? But it's a great thing because you can go ahead and progress it into those different positions. Because remember, the goal of this is that we are doing the diaphragmatic breathing all the time. We want to be living our life here. We want to have that vagus nerve stimulation, so we have that chill out factor, and we just get through life a little bit easier. And then we can teach our friends and family, and it's going to be fantastic. Now, how do you do that in sitting? A lot of people get really tripped up because when you're doing it laying down or you're doing it on your hands and knees, it's much easier to feel what's happening. You have the input from the table or the floor that you're laying on. And it can be difficult when you do it in sitting because you've also got gravity down on top of your head. So it can be hard to be like, how are those muscles actually working? Am I actually doing the right thing? You're not getting as much input from your body, and you're also having to work against gravity. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to give your body a little bit more input by putting your hands on your lower ribs. So not on your hips. Your hands are not on your hips. They're going to be on these lower ribs here. So you're going to look a little bit funny. You're going to have a little bit of chicken wing. That's why you don't want to do it outside, because you want to be walking around like this. But it's okay to walk around your house like this. If they make fun of you, just show them how to do it and say, hey, you should be breathing this way too. I mean, why not, right? So what you're going to do is do that same deep breathing. So it's the same belly breathing. It's the same abdominal contraction. It's the same thing that we've been doing. It's just going to get more input through your hands when you do it this way. It helps because we don't have the table or the floor, whatever you've been laying on, to do the exercises previously. So you're going to take a deep breath in and out with that abdominal contraction. In through your nose and out. Now, just like when we were on our hands and knees, you should feel those ribs flaring a little bit at the end of the in contraction. With your hands, you should be able to feel the abdominals, or at least the edges of the abdominals, contracting as you're breathing out. So that's the information that's going into your hands, so you know that you're doing it right. Now, if you're still feeling like I'm not sure, then what I want you to do is sit in front of a mirror. So what you want to be looking for is what's going on up here. That's going to be the biggest thing to look at. You can look at your belly to make sure it's moving, right? That's one thing. But the other thing is up in here, especially at the end of the breath. So if what you're doing is going, you can see that there's a lot of movement happening up in here. That's not what we want. We want the upper chest to stay pretty calm while we're doing this, even as we're getting that really, really deep breath. So is what we're looking for. We're looking for the motion to be down here in those lower ribs, in that diaphragm, in those abdominals, and not see the chest, the upper chest, going up and down or even in and out. Okay, we want that to stay nice and calm, because that tells us that our accessory muscles of respiration are staying nice and calm and relaxed. And we want to have those muscles when we need it for the fight or flight, but we really need to calm them down on a daily basis. Those muscles getting tight and staying tight is what causes a lot of the neck pain and headaches and even hand numbness and tingling that I see in the clinic, is because of this breathing, and people are not activating their diaphragm, and they're using these muscles up in here, which were never meant to be used for breathing long term. So practice this exercise 10 to 15 reps while you're sitting at home. If you work from home, you can do it there. I mean, if you work in the office, you can do it there and teach your friends. I have absolutely no problem with that, because that would be fantastic if everybody learned how to do this correctly. But definitely if you're working from home, try to do it every hour, because it's going to start increasing the number of repetitions you're getting during the day, which is going to increase your body's awareness of how it's supposed to be working during the day. All right. That's the last of our breathing videos. I hope that you have found them helpful. I hope that you catch yourself doing diaphragmatic breathing regularly throughout the day. If you have any questions, definitely drop a comment below. We would love to be able to answer them for you. And we wish you happy breathing and happy vagus nerve stimulation and happy days ahead.